Raiders can add Dolphin. The player hasn't been having a good time, but if he can get back to his performance from a few months ago, he will help our team. The rumors linking the Raiders to the player happened in the last few hours. Does this type of negotiation make sense? We'll look at the details below. Subscribe to the channel to receive all Raider news. Former Miami Dolphins center Connor Williams suffered a torn ACL against the Tennessee Titans in Week 14. If not for the injury, Williams likely would have found a new home by now and could have been a re-signed player for the Dolphins. Instead, he's on the market and could remain for much of the offseason. Of the theoretical landing spots, Pro Football Network's Dallas Robinson suggested Williams makes the most sense for the Raiders. Williams does not have a timeline for finding a new team after suffering a pretty significant torn ACL in December, his agent Drew Rosenhaus told WSVN this week. Depending on how his recovery progresses this summer, the 26-year-old could become an asset for the Raiders. For Las Vegas, Williams would be an ideal addition as he would be cheap and could help them when they are healthy. The Raiders added help to the offensive line during the early stages of the offseason, but that doesn't mean adding more on cheaper deals isn't in the future for them. At the very least, Williams could be someone to add closer to the season or in the season he is healthy. As the Miami Dolphins saw last season, injuries can change a season. Injuries have also changed the course of the 2022-23 season for the Raiders, so they understand better than anyone that their season can change in a second. Having NFL-ready talent is necessary for a team that wants to contend for the Super Bowl, which is exactly what the Raiders are. Winning him over would be positive, but a decision on his part doesn't seem to be happening soon. Williams' agent, Drew Rosenhaus, appeared on The Joe Rose Show in February, saying they plan to delay his decision. "I think we're going to be very methodical and not rush into the contract," Rosenhaus said. "A lot of this could be based on how Connor is feeling physically. He may not be a player that signs right at the start of free agency. It may take longer based on how he is feeling physically. Connor's situation has a certain degree of uncertainty that will be linked to how he is feeling. And really, we're going to take it one day at a time as we get into the offseason. But I'm not sure it's going to be resolved as quickly as some of the other players we represent."